Moby has been a major music influence for decades, really, and he has a current single out called Body Rock, which is fastly climbing the charts.
Moby is both praised as being a founder of the electronic music genre as well as scorned by techno fans for trivializing the form.
He's also one of the most important dance music figures of the early 90s, helping bring a mainstream audience to techno music.
Moby is also famous, or infamous depending on your eating habits, for his devout vegan activism. That means he doesn't eat meat or wear any products made from animals like leather, and he's also known for his strong belief system.
And in case you're wondering about his name, well, that's a nickname he's had since he was a child. His great-great-granduncle wrote Moby Dick, so... Moby Dick. Now here's our interview with Moby. Moby, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. I've been listening to your new CD a lot lately, and when I listened to it, kept helping wonder what's going on when you're creating this music. First of all, where are you? You have a studio in your house? Or?
Yeah, I do everything by myself at home in Manhattan. I started playing music about 26 years ago when I was 8 years old. I'm 34 now. And started out playing classical guitar, then played in punk rock bands and new wave bands and all sorts of different types of bands. But about, I guess 12 or 13 years ago, I built a small studio and started doing everything by myself in this small studio, and now I'm really sort of at my most comfortable just working alone. So my setup in Manhattan is it's quite monastic. Actually, it's like a studio that I built. It's a very small room, sort of almost like a little monk cloister.
Yeah.
And 99% of everything I do there just by myself.
Do you set aside time, like, well, this week I need to work on some songs, or is it more, maybe you hear a riff in your head?
No, my work life and the rest of my life are quite integrated. And so it's not as if, like, I don't wake up and start working and then stop and go off and do the rest of my life. It's sort of like wake up, work for a couple hours, clean the apartment, work for a couple hours, go out to lunch. So it's not like one big chunk of time that I set aside to work. It's very much an integrated part of the rest of my life.
Cool. Okay.
Inside your album cover play, you have all the essays written. You have a lot of really strong beliefs. Do you ever face any people? Excuse me. Does anybody ever just run up to you and just argue and say, do you face a lot of opposition for them?
Not too much. I mean, my beliefs are actually quite ambiguous, at least the way I perceive my beliefs, and I don't really have any specific beliefs. I think that the world is an old, complicated place, and far be it from me to try to speak objectively about the nature of existence. So all I do in the CD booklets is try and share my opinions about certain issues at that time. But I hope, as I get older, my beliefs about things change all the time.
Yeah.
So I would hate for someone to read something and think that that's what I believe and that's what I've always believed and that's what I always will believe, because my beliefs always change. But sometimes people will hear certain words, like they'll hear the word vegan and instantly assume that I'm some like intolerant, rigid, didactic vegan. And like I said, the world is a complicated place, and I try to be flexible. And the last thing I want to do is judge anybody else for what they do.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about being a vegan. When did you decide to do that? I mean, have you been that way a long time? Did it just hit you one day?
I'm 34 years old now. I became a vegetarian, I guess, when I was 19, and a vegan when I was 21.
Was it really hard, or did you just get it in your head that I'm going to do this?
I never really liked meat all that much anyway. The hard part was giving up stuff like pizza and ice cream and stuff like that. But
so you don't eat any dairy products or anything?
No animal products at all. But at this point, it's very easy. I mean, I live in New York, which is a very vegan-friendly place.
Yeah.
When I'm on tour, I fill the bus with food, and my main reason for doing it is ethics. I don't want to cause suffering. If I can avoid causing suffering, why not? If you're given a choice between one action that causes suffering and another action that causes less suffering, it just makes sense to me to choose the action that causes less suffering.
I like it.
And then health aspects as well. I mean, a vegan diet, if done well, is so much healthier than eating animal products, and environmental reasons and political reasons and aesthetic reasons.
Multi-layered reasoning.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I can really see to eat animal products is convenience. Like it's much easier not being a vegan.
Yeah.
I imagine.
I'm not strong enough. I've tried it one time. I just can't. I can't convince myself. I mean,
To be
maybe
a vegetarian or vegan?
I'm trying to be a vegetarian for about a week. Just can't. I haven't found that strength yet. So, but I'm impressed. I mean, that's something to admire about somebody.
Anyone out there who's unclear, vegetarian, you just don't eat
Vegetarians don't eat flesh. Vegans don't eat any animal products at all.
So we were talking with a friend today who knew someone who wouldn't eat Altoids because there was some sort of animal
there's
product.
gelatin in Altoids.
Gelatin,
I wouldn't eat Altoids. Yeah.
So vegan is just that next step. Okay. I was flipping through the channels the other day and noticed you were doing a little karaoke.
Yeah, on VH1 Celebrity Karaoke.
That was fun. There's some real powerhouse karaokers in there, I believe.
Wild Orchid.
Wild Orchid.
Dr. Ruth.
Dr.
Wild
Ruth
Orchid,
kicked it off.
The Playboy Dream Team. The Jenna Elfman from Dharma and Greg, and Debbie Gibson.
Yeah.
There were a couple of people who got cut from the broadcast. Rufus Wainwright.
Was he on that?
He was one of the people that had performed. There were a couple other people, like other musicians who had performed, but they cut them. I don't know why.
I don't know. I guess
maybe they kept the bad ones.
maybe like Dr. Ruth might be a better draw or something than Rufus Wainwright. I think I'd pick Rufus,
but no, I finally got the videotape of it, and at the risk of being arrogant, I think I did exactly the right kind of performance, because everyone else is like jumping around, trying to be as energetic as possible.
Right.
My karaoke style was just earnest and deadpan. And
well, karaoke must be taken with a grain of salt, I think.
One would hope so. I mean, I've actually been to some karaoke places where the performances are so beautiful, there's no irony involved. Like I saw one woman sing the song "First Time Ever I Saw Your Face." Do you know that song by Roberta Flack? And she has such a beautiful voice, and it's such a beautiful song. It was really moving, but that's the exception to the rule, because normally karaoke is just absurd.
Right. Okay. Well, I know you have to take the stage for your
in about 10,
performance.
15, I guess like 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to be out there watching you. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Thanks so much for talking with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
It's great to meet you.
Good to meet you too.